Match day 3 is done, meaning again another update and reaction from us. But today, the biggest upset, arguably, of the World Cup so far, and in the foreseeable future, and of World Cup history, Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia. I'm so obviously used to saying Argentina is winning. I'm wearing the kit and everything. Saudi Arabia coming out with the win. So we'll go over that. We'll go over the 3 other games today. First game day with 4 total games from groups C and D. So we'll just go through them all. So again, we'll start off with the first game of the day: Argentina and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia winning 2-1 off of. I mean, they definitely weren't the better team, but that second goal. You see the second goal?
Oh yeah.
Holy crap! Beautiful.
And on the highlights, I did not wake up at 3 a.m. I'm sorry. But on the highlights, the commentator says in the beginning, like, keep an eye on that guy. That's
right.
Wadi. He's like he has a goal for there's a moment for big games. And what do you know?
Look at
What
him.
do you know?
Top bins curler.
Wonderful.
Keeper got a touch on it though.
Yeah,
If
you guys
a
hands
little
too.
bit more. Yeah, but I think more so than like the main topic of the game here was Argentina had 3 goals that are counted offside in the first half.
Yeah.
Which is a big. I mean, most of them obviously were definitely offsides, but Diego just sent me this tweet for Lautaro's goal. Apparently, the VAR referees had made a mistake, and they didn't take into account one of the Saudi players who would have made Lautaro onside and made the goal stand, which would have changed the game because it would have been 2-0 at that point.
And I don't understand. Like, it's so, like, that just seems so bad. Like, okay, again, I watched the highlights, and I remember seeing that second goal on the highlights. Because I saw Messi's first, I was like, yeah, that's miles off. Third one was from Balotelli's miles. But that second one, I watched it, and I was like, hold on. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's off that defender next to him, but I look down. Literally, you just move your eyes down, just slightly down, and there's a left back keeping him on. And I was like, wait, that's not off? And so then I go on the Twitter, I'm like, is no one talking about this? And I see that tweet, and I'm like, holy shit. Who are these officials? Yeah. They are ass. What? How do you miss that?
How do you miss that? Because not only like you have the lines up, right? You have the lines up there, and it doesn't make sense how you don't see because it's right next to it here. I have it pulled up here.
Yeah.
Let
me show the audience. This is just horrific stuff.
So we look like, I believe it's this player that's keeping him on side that they don't take out. But you have these lines up, right? Like, how do you not see how close it is? How do you not see this? I mean, even just looking at it, he's like looking at it from right here. Obviously. Don't get me wrong. It's a close offside call, right? For sure.
It is. But
that's your job.
That's your job. That's your job. That's why you were picked. You're the best of the best.
Yeah. But
and to me, it's pretty, like, yes, it's close, but it's pretty obvious that he is onside when you count number 13 there. And I know I think someone said, like, oh, it's fair because the penalty was soft for Argentina. And I want to add to that. Like, I think that penalty calls of the defender, like, dragging someone down in the penalty box off a corner.
Yeah.
Even off a free kick. You see those stuff happen so often, and so many times do they flip-flop. Sometimes they're called, sometimes they're not. Right. And it's like that. I don't mind it being called, but if you're going to call that, you have to call it for everything. If you're not
consistently.
Yeah, you have to have consistency. I don't care whether you call it or not. Like, I think players are become reckless and a little aggressive when they pull down players like that. And I do think it's a foul, even if it is soft. But you have to start calling it more consistently. Like, I've seen that call so many, and I guarantee you we're going to have, maybe even tomorrow, mark my words here, tomorrow, someone's going to bring up that a situation like that's going to occur. Someone's going to be dragged down. It's not going to be called off a corner, and someone's going to compare it, and people are going to be like, yeah, there you go. I guarantee you that could happen, and it's annoying. So I just think this match was just bad refereeing from the sounds of it. Like I said, I did not watch it, so I cannot comment on everything. But I'm not going to take anything away from Saudi Arabia because they worked their ass off. Did you see how high their line was?
Like, the whole time.
The entire game. That offside trap was on fire.
Oh my God. I mean, look, regardless of that call or not that we just talked about, it's three goals coming as offside because of your line, how high your line is. That's great. I mean, that's really all you can do against a team like Argentina, who are, for many people, including us, the favorites to win it. I would say it's not from. I watched the first half at least, and I fell asleep. But I wouldn't say it wasn't as bad refereeing as the USA game personally.
Okay.
But a lot of interesting things, notably that offside call.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Saudi Arabia again beating Argentina 2-1 to take the lead in the group. Because onto the other game, Mexico versus Poland,
Mhm.
arguably our most evenly matched game of the day, and we were correct, finishing 0-0. Um, so what happened here? I mean, Mexico missing that goal scorer,
Yeah.
that we consider to be Chicharito, but he obviously was not called up. Um, yeah, so I don't know. What do you think, Dale?
Um, I think Memo Ochoa needs to be the next Mexican president, maybe. Uh,
He did save
he
the penalty against Lewandowski to deny
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski's first
He
goal of
is
the
the
World Cup.
man of the World Cup. Like, I don't think there's anybody else who steps up the game more than Guillermo Ochoa does when he plays for Mexico. It is phenomenal.
Hmm.
At 37, he's still showing those keepers how it's done. But honestly, like you said, the goal scorer, like Lozano was excellent. He beat every Polish defender that came at him. He would beat him 1-on-1. He would beat him. He's just so quick, so agile. Honestly, really impressed me. I forgot. I think he was lacking confidence past 2-3 years, but he happens to his form right when Mexico needed it, and he was excellent. But no one was there to finish it.
Nope.
Vega had a scuffed chance on one end. Martin worked hard and had a header off of a Alvarez shot/pass that was nice, but at the end of the day, like neither side had a good chance besides the penalty from open play.
Right.
Neither side had a great chance, and it was just kind of Mexico was pretty good. I was surprised by their play, but like
I
if
would
you're
say
not going to score the goal,
for me, I completely counted out Mexico. I thought Poland was gonna not run
yeah,
away with it, but it'd be a close game still. But I thought
yeah,
Poland was gonna win. I was not expecting a no draw. Um,
yeah, none of that.
Mexico, I wouldn't say has the potential to like prove us wrong for all of our comments saying they're not the team that we want, the team that
Yeah,
we know of, but definitely looked a little bit better that first game compared to what we imagined was going to happen, which is good. Definitely is good.
yeah,
For the group overall, I think it's the results today have made the group a little more competitive than we assumed it would be.
definitely.
Like the 3 points with Saudi Arabia, just to hold through 3 games, that's massive, especially because Argentina has 0 and the other two teams only have 1 right now. That is
I
pretty big.
I think Argentina loves that result though, because it means no one else has really jumped ahead, and it means
Right,
they're still within reach. Like, yes, of course they want to finish first, but at the end of the day, you want to at least make it to the knockouts. So, if for some reason Saudi Arabia becomes some god squad, at least you can try to still have a chance to get in. Because let's say Mexico won, right, 3 points, 3 points, and all of a sudden you're facing a lot more pressure,
right.
and Argentina Mexico play in a couple days, so it's going to be a big game there as well. I want to give a quick shout out though to I don't know about you, but I was looking at some of these players in the Mexico squad. I didn't really know a lot of them,
Hmm.
at least compared to the 2018 World Cup. Um,
Hmm.
and I want to give a shout out to Luis Chavez.
Mm.
He's a midfielder. I can't remember the club right now. It's a Mexican club. Phenomenal. He had this
Hmm.
beautiful over the top ball to the left back, Gallardo. Modric would be proud of that one. It was a delicious ball over the top, perfect weight, and almost led to a Mexico goal, but didn't. But yeah, he was. I thought he was really good, and I'm bringing him up because I had never heard of him before this, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay, fair play.
yeah. 26 years old. He plays for Pachuca. As of
Pachuca,
a
yeah.
month ago, or say, I haven't linked the article, just the headline, but he had offers from Spain, so
Oh wow.
and Netherlands, that is. So yeah, great. And this is
Well,
obviously a World Cup like this could increase his what's it called, his
value.
value. Thank you. There we go. That's the word. So okay, on to the other two games, Group D. I mean, one I would say surprise game, Denmark Tunisia also finishing 0-0. So half the games today finishing 0-0.
Yeah,
But I expected Denmark to run away with it against
I as
Tunisia. I
well.
don't know any Tunisian players. But Denmark definitely. I didn't watch the full game, but stats wise, they easily looked like the better team by far. They had Tunisia had more shots, but Denmark had 4 more shots on target, but higher possession, over 200 more passes. So yeah, so I would just say the result. Denmark Tunisia 0-0. leading both with one point. But I did watch France Australia. Australia took the lead pretty early on with a great goal, and then France just ran away with it. And I would like to formally apologize to France because we had previously claimed they would not make it on the group stage.
I
take that
didn't.
back.
You guys did.
I take that back. I had hopes, honestly, that they wouldn't, but seeing them,
They're
kill it
just
today.
their depth is insane. Insane. Let's just go real quick off the top of my head. The players that have injured: Benzema, Pogba, Conte, and Kunku. I'm probably missing one or two more.
Lucas Hernandez
And
left the game today too.
Lucas Hernandez. Actually, I want to talk about that as well. But basically, so many players injured. Absolutely world class players that were part of the World Cup winning squad. Two of them, at least, Pogba and Conte, were starting and were excellent in 2018. Benzema, Ballon d'Or winner. And you're telling me they can bring on Giroud, phenomenal player. Tied Henri's, currently tied with Henri for highest goal scorer in French history. And I don't know who else did they bring in. I started Dembele. They had center backs. Konate and Upamecano just brought him in because Varane and Umtiti aren't here.
Yeah. They
The
brought
depth
in
is crazy.
Hernandez too, I believe. So
Hernandez, and that's what I want to talk about as well. Like
yeah.
That was a blessing in disguise. Of course, you hate to see players getting injured, but as soon as Lucas Hernandez was brought off after getting injured and trying to protect the goal, Hernandez allowed Mbappe to just dominate, and Mbappe was unstoppable today. He was just so good, and I forget who the right back was. I remember seeing his name. I can't remember, but Australia's right back was just having troubles. Oh, okay. I felt he's gonna have nightmares. He's gonna have nightmares after this one. It was rough. It was rough.
I mean, yeah. Granted, though, this wasn't much of a shock because everyone expected Australia to not be doing much here. And France just dominated them. I will say, like, maybe it was a little scary or worrying for France when Australia goes up 1-0, but they responded very easily. Giroud particularly, and Mbappe. Mbappe should have had more goals too. He had lots of chances. So I think France, I feel like this was my predictions around the easy top in the group. I'm disappointed in Denmark for not getting the 3 points, but is what it is. First game, we got more. And then so that's pretty much it for the games today. Now we can end it off with our predictions for tomorrow's games, which I'm excited about. So I'll just list them. In Group F, we have Morocco, Croatia, and Belgium, Canada. And for Group E, we got Germany, Japan, which I'm very excited for, and Spain, Costa Rica. So we'll go Morocco, Croatia. I actually think it's gonna be a good game. I think Morocco, Croatia is gonna be a good game. I think Croatia's edging them out in the long run, but I think it's going to be a game early on. So I'm going 3-1 Croatia.
3-1 Croatia. I think Croatia are winning this, but I agree with you. It's going to be a difficult game. African countries always bring their A game. No matter whether they have strong individual quality, they play well as a team every time. So I do think they're going to give Croatia a run for their money. 3-1. I like 3-1, but just because I don't want to say the same score, I'm going to go 2-1 just to keep it a little tighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for other Group F game, Belgium, Canada, and this may seem like an easier game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Canada pulls off an upset here. I think Belgium are winning it. I'll go 2-0 Belgium, but I think Canada could pull off the upset, especially because Belgium just lost to Egypt, I think, in a pre-World Cup friendly. With most of their starters playing. So who knows? I think Belgium are sometimes very shaky when they don't need to be. So I'm still going 2-0 Belgium.
I think Belgium are unfortunately in the end of their golden generation. Kevin De Bruyne cannot do everything by himself. And De Bruyne and Courtois. I should add Courtois. Courtois is still excellent, but Lukaku's not the same. Hazard is definitely not the same. It's just not the same team that we were looking at 4-6 years ago. So unfortunately, I don't think they're going to do much. But with that being said, they are still a strong squad. The thing is, though, I would absolutely love a Canada win here. I would be so happy to see a Canada win right here. And just because of that, my rational side of me does not want to give the score that I'm about to say, but the passion, the hope, the World Cup part of me I
Hmm.
want to give a 2-1 win for Canada.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Then we're going to Group B. Germany, Japan. Also going to be a really good game, and another
very
game
good
where I
game.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if Japan pulls out a win here. Um,
Hmm.
but Germany also fighting with the the vengeance per se from last World Cup.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't know. I can see. I'm going 1-1 draw. Germany, Japan.
Well, one draw. I
1-1
think that's a
draw.
good shout. I think that's a very good shout.
I
Um,
like. I think Japan also though to take into account like they are shaky as well at times. They're not the most consistent team.
mhm.
Depending who they play against, but I think this is the World Cup. I think they're going to show up because they always do. Asian teams always surprise us. I think the talk every World Cup is African teams winning and Asian teams never get I don't want to say respect, but the talk about them to pull out results. So I'm going 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. I'm gonna go. See, I like Japan a lot. I think they're probably one of the stronger Asian teams in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I see. The thing is, this more comes down to the fact that I don't really know what to think of Germany. I think they're really, really inconsistent. I think
Yeah,
one game they can be absolutely phenomenal, and the next game look very out of ideas. So
agreed.
I kind of want to go a draw as well. But I'll,
Okay.
I'll, I'll change it to 2-2, 2-2 draw.
Okay. 2-2.
Yeah.
All right. Then last game, I think this is the most I don't know, biggest difference in quality here. But Spain, Costa Rica, I will say I
Mhm.
think Spain's going to win it decently easily. I think I'm going 3-0. But I will say Keylor Navas has taken Costa Rica to these links. I don't want to say single handedly, but it feels like single handedly. And he's taken it pretty far when one of the in his prime. I won't say he's in his prime anymore, but at the height of his power, he's one of the best keepers in the world. So he
Mhm.
could keep Costa Rica in this game for a long time. Again, I still think Spain's pulling out of it with 3 points. So I go 3-0.
Yeah, I'll go Spain 2-0 because I think Spain's biggest weakness is often their inability to finish chances.
Hmm.
Um, and they can control the game for 90 minutes, and then that second extra minute they concede on a counterattack. But Costa Rica, let's be honest, they're the weakest of the North American teams.
Mm-hmm.
They probably lack the most talent of all the teams. And Keylor Navas is a world class player, but unfortunately, he is only one player. So
Yep.
I'm going to have to give Spain 2-0. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. But again, I think this is a day where we I don't want to say expect, but wouldn't be surprised to see and be excited to see a lot of upsets um,
absolutely. Absolutely.
tomorrow. Because I mean, for what we've seen so far, there's been a lot of things that we're not expecting to happen, particularly Saudi Arabia, of course. So yeah. All right. Then we'll just call it there for the third match day recap and reactions video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. Again, we're trying to hit 100 by the end of the year. Like the video if you did indeed like the video. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the next day of World Cup games, and we'll see you tomorrow.